Night Pints. Real quick, we're going to dive right into it. I'm going to explain what's going on. On this half of the bar right here, we have all these guys. All these guys right here. We got Bob Fox, Feitelberg, of course, and our Norm, Trent. Everybody here bet the under on the Yankees-Orioles runs line at 6.5. Right now, it is 6-0. 1 out, man on third, first and third for the Yankees. Second and third. Over here, we got the whole gang. They all bet the over. So, this is an idea that me and Feitelberg came up with last night. We're going to flesh it out for you. I'll explain our idea between a 2-bar system with the over-under. But right now, we are watching this game here. Everything hangs in the balance because it's the first half of a doubleheader. It's only a 7-inning game. So it's bottom 6, Yankees up 6-0. Obviously, if they score a run here, if anybody scores a run, the over hits. The under guys are feeling good? What do you
I was feeling better.
Bob's feeling confident no matter what right here.
Get through.
Fly ball. That's not going to score a run. That's not going to score a run. All right. You say no. Get out of his way.
Get through up the ozone? That was straight up in the
air. This is how
I'm there to get in the hole.
All right, so first of all, obviously we see the panel here. Shut up, Nate. Nate's on the show. Kat making his in-person debut, right? Yep. Jeff D. Lowe and Jake Marsh, you're making your debut as well, the Stool Scenes announcing crew. So last night, everybody slide down. You just don't go past it. So last night, Feitelberg's walking over to the bar. He calls me up, and I explained to him this idea that hit me, like fucking Doc Brown with the flux capacitor. I had this idea to get 2 bars right next to each other, or 1 big bar, split it up down the middle. And 1 bar, you're gonna blow out the middle wall, and you're gonna put up some sort of like glass, almost like the gambling cave there, so you can see through each bar. 1 bar is called over, the other bar is called under. Obviously, depending on the big game of the night, you place a bet, that's the bar that you go to. You have to go to. He went. Thank you. Totally. So you'll have exactly what's going on here. These guys are all together, they're rooting for the same thing. On this side of the bar, they all got the same interest, and you got the glass so you can see each other. So you start running through the different scenarios where, let's say the over is obviously the big pick for the night. That's the jam-packed bar. It's popping. Girls are there. Everyone's having a good time. But what if the 3 lonely assholes over here who bet the under, what if their bet hits? They win. They're giving double middles through the glass. They're partying. Now all of a sudden this bar sucks to be at. You run drink specials and everything based on the bets, the spread, the over, the under, the whole 9, and it becomes
we let Tapper handle that one.
What's that?
That sounds a little too confusing.
Yeah.
Well,
Undergang! Fuck you guys! That was
I just remember that it's 7-inning games.
Yes.
We're in it.
Oh yeah.
We're really in it.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, we saw that this game was a
first
first
9.
I did. Up until about 35 seconds ago, I thought it was 9 innings. So this is very exciting.
Well, yeah, we saw it was a 4 o'clock start, and I'm thinking, all right, perfect for 6 o'clock Friday Night Pints. Then realized it was only 7 innings. Thought we were totally fucked, and the idea was going to fall apart. Now it's actually working out perfect.
Second and third, no outs.
Yeah. And they got out of it because the Yankees stink.
And then you think about, you can convert the bars too for like a Subway series, like overs Yankee fans, unders Mets fans. Like you could do all specials like that.
The possibilities are endless, man. Penn, if you're listening, you can have this idea for like, I don't know, millions of dollars. You gotta give me a Feitelberg a little.
I was going to say $0.
Yeah.
You're the better negotiator. John has never sold an idea.
John can give away the idea guy.
If you want like hardball negotiating, do not come to KFC Radio. Let me tell you what, you are not in the right place.
Surprising. That's really what it is. You know what I mean?
It's just that one word feeling where it's like, not a bad idea.
Have
fun, fellas.
What if I made this company enough money to move offices?
Yeah.
I got to keep 0 of those dollars. Like, we'll take it.
Obviously, our Norm is here, and our Cliff as well. Bob Fox pretty much has a standing invite as well. 2/3 of the whole Milk Gang. Jared has claimed he's going to be coming down frequently on Fridays, which has not happened yet. But if he comes and he can be on Friday Night Pints, and we're going to drink a shit ton of hot dogs.
I mean, have you seen his new place?
The
Why
launch
would you
pad.
come back at all?
I mean, did you see his shower thirst trap? Yeah, we talked about it.
Oh, yeah.
So Trent and Jared, and I guess, were you part of the Couch Gang when this was invented?
The whole milk crew?
No. WHWP.
Oh yeah. Oh well. I mean I know what it is.
Yeah. Well, so Jared was in the shower and he filmed the thirst trap himself, filming himself like washing his hair to show his TV that was in the bathroom. And apparently the whole Milk Gang has a phrase WHWP, wet hair, wet pussies. And
It's
if you
more
got,
Rocket's
fuck you,
phrase.
Nate, like that. That's where Nate
Well, I
draws
didn't
the
know where
line.
you. Yeah, exactly.
Nate's like,
so I was fucking my grandma in her ass.
but apparently, you got wet hair. The girls will reciprocate.
It's mostly just Jared because he's.
Oh,
the
is that
one-
what it
I was
is?
gonna say,
Well,
yeah.
because his hair's always wet. It's always there's always like a dampness to
That's
it.
the
It looks,
wealth, though.
yeah.
Damn
I mean,
it.
it looks good.
Well,
One out, by the way.
Bob Fox, you could do it right now with the hair you're
Hey,
on.
With the
That
full.
was the
Bob,
That
do
was
the glasses.
Whoa! Take the glasses off.
Do the
Take the glasses
glasses.
off too, though. He's a new person. When he did that on
I
Stool
can't see
Seats,
anything.
Do you see what
Stool
someone
Streams,
told him
excuse me.
yesterday?
Huh?
Someone told him yesterday?
Jeff told him to do it, right?
Looks like a Walmart Timothy Chalamet.
Which I'll take.
I don't mind if I do.
I don't know the history of KFC Radio and Timothy Chalamet, but Feitelberg is pretty much straight up said he wanted to fight.
Yeah.
So I would maybe screw down.
And he plays it up too. He wears the Spider-Man face mask. It's a good idea.
Well, he's not Timothy. That's
That's
not
Tom
Spider-Man.
Holland.
Oh, I can. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's close enough.
Idiot.
I feel like they are
Stupid.
You know, that was almost like when like a girlfriend and boyfriend are like, you're like, come on.
Yeah,
come on,
you're
we
like,
talked
no,
about
no,
this.
no, no.
We
It's in
talked about
Ted
this.
too
That's
when
not
she's like,
Spider-Man.
yeah, go back to the Enterprise, and they're like, whoa, that's Star Wars, that's Star Trek. Yeah,
You're getting it all mixed up.
I get like Bryce Harper with Down syndrome, and I'm like, that's not
Oh,
bad.
Oh,
That's a stretch. It's a stretch.
That's
but,
like a
I feel like
yeah.
you get no muscles and just like look like me.
Right.
I think I like how like Nate's like people tell me I look like Bryce Harper with Down syndrome. Kevin's like, you fucking wish, bro.
It's like when Tommy runs around saying that, people tell him he looks like Dave Franco and Derek Jeter. It's like,
Jeter.
you say that, man. Nobody else says
I kept
that.
getting Andy Reid last night, a young Andy Reid.
no.
Yeah, because of the whole foggy mask thing, which was one of the funniest things that's happened
right.
since quarantine.
Since maybe ever.
Yeah.
I mean, he walked out there with like a welder's mask on. It was
The
plastic.
whole game too.
It was incredible. Was
They
that
had
like-
him in a world of hurt.
Especially
Like by the
right
end of the
before
game,
halftime.
it was just up like a welder. Like it was like a welder on break. He looked like.
Is he like? I mean, obviously he's a bigger gentleman, but is he like super at risk for corona? Like he was the only person, right?
That was my question. Like, everybody on that
He's at
field
risk
and
for
everybody
whatever
around has been tested, right?
Right, that's
I
right.
know there is.
Yeah, he
got-
didn't test like that.
He's one
but
cheeseburger away from.
So like, I don't
catastrophe.
understand. Maybe it's for like
It's
setting a
definitely
good
for
example.
aesthetics. Yeah.
Setting a good
For sure.
example because everyone's been tested on that field.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
you're not gonna get it.
Right.
I think.
Not the shield.
But that was
I
very
think coaches are doing that.
And not the shield.
Yeah.
So he just chose to wear
The shield is
shield.
over.
said, "Fuck it, I'm going." I mean,
The-
maybe it was theatrics. I don't know what it was, but it was awesome.
I think it because John Harbaugh has said today that as of yesterday he planned to wear the mask and he.
The plastic mask.
I'm guessing it's for so the coaches can hear you clearer.
Got it.
Like if you have one of those masks
Yeah.
on, like hard to talk to like
But
offensive
if
coordinators
everyone's
and shit.
tested, why do they even wear
Right.
masks?
Well, that's what they were just saying.
Yeah,
Because like
it's
even
just
in
Because
the
the NFL
bubbles-
is lying about it.
And no, but in the NBA too, it's like, are they just trying to set a good example?
I think
Because people
that's
have been
probably
Yeah, that could be it too, though. I mean, there's a lot of PR right now if you're the asshole not wearing the mask.
Well, I was saying that like in the stands last night. Like if you got caught in the stands last night, even having a sip of beer, Twitter would have fucking doxed you.
Yeah.
You'd have been fired by the time you got home.
Yep.
Way more fans than I thought that would be there.
I mean,
I didn't think there were gonna be any.
What was it at? How many did they let in?
It was like
6,500?
15,000.
How many?
How many?
It was like 15,000.
Oh, 15,000.
You know Jerry
25%.
World's going 50% capacity. Jerry World's going to
Which
have
is
50,000.
50,000 people, by the
Yeah,
way, because
right.
it's a huge ass stadium. That I kind of.
I'm pretty sure. Everything I say, I'm pretty sure.
That's limited capacity, 50,000.
Yeah,
That's
that-
something football
that's
is.
crazy.
Oh,
Still alive.
Come on, man. Now, I mean,
Hold on. 109.
if the over's going to hit here, I need a massive comeback.
I will admit, there's no pleasure in rooting for an under.
Yeah, it's no fun.
It's
not
not
fun.
fun.
I mean, that's
It's not fun. There's
that-
no fun in it.
That's what I quickly realized the truth behind the phrase, life's too short to bet the under, because I'm obviously not involved in the gambling world as much. It's no fun at all.
Because there's no moment in the game where you can rest. Once the over hits, you can turn the game off.
Right.
Right.
And not at all. I mean, last night was a
It can
great
always-
example.
especially with
The
baseball,
over hitting
where
in the
there's no
NFL
clock,
game last
you know what
night
I
was
mean?
just ridiculous.
Right.
Guy
That
was
was
returned the onside kick for a touchdown, and then they ended up scoring.
NFL overtime, you can rest at a certain point.
Yeah.
I
But even
watch
like,
them get out of the gym.
Only
but
9
now with like
points.
baseball, with the man on in extra innings, it's either a nightmare or that's why you just don't take the under.
Are we doing loser does a shot of Malort's?
Yeah, sure. It sounds like you really want to have Malort. Matt's been pushing that.
Well, let's not pour it
looking
in.
around.
I
We've
mean,
got,
yeah, let's finish
not
this.
too
Let's
much
strike
left.
this
So
guy
if you want to get a
That's
little
what I thought it
taste
was
of
like a mad
That's a
dog
good
type
pitch.
thing.
No, it's yeah. Go ahead.
I
It's
de-labeled
basically pint salt.
it
is it?
for the for
You
the
like
fantasy
it?
draft the other
I
day.
don't
yeah?
just,
No,
I
no
don't like,
free
I'm not
ads
like,
for
oh, okay, I
Malort's.
love you some Malort's, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
How much is a bottle of
I don't even
Malort?
want to smell it.
I don't even. That was sent to
It's
us.
like Pints.
My mouth's
I don't
starting to
remember.
water.
Yeah, it's a cleaning product, you know?
White Sox Dave stood up. It was a penalty. If you drafted, there was a list of players. If you drafted them, called Mondo players, you had to take a shot of Malort. And White Sox Dave, for no reason, just stood up and took one because he just wanted Malort.
I mean,
in
there
his
are the
blood.
Chicago people who just seem to have love in their heart for this disgusting, horrible
That's
drink.
good.
Was there any logic behind the players, or was it just like
Not at all,
Like,
just
mind
randomly
It's
you?
like
Yeah,
Kiwi word of the day rules. It was like, oh, you picked it, you said, and I actually did a shot. It was I picked
Robbie
one
did
of
a
the
shot of
players.
Malort.
Wow. I don't think I've ever seen you do a shot of anything. Period.
See, Robbie's the kind of guy where if he takes a shot, other people are going to take a shot. For example, myself. I was the commissioner. I had no reason. I'm like, oh, if Robbie Fobbs is taking one, I got to take one as well.
How
Carl
many
stood up, he
shots-
did it.
How many shots, like, in your whole life do you think you've had? Is it
3 or 4.
your whole life? Right?
Really?
Yeah. So for one of your shots to be, one of your 3 or 4 shots to be Malort is
It was
crazy.
so gross, and immediately, like, I went on the Wikipedia because I don't know anything about it. I didn't know it was whatever, and I start reading about it.
Staying true to brand. I went
So
on the
you did a
Wikipedia.
shot and you're like, hang on, I gotta look up what's gonna happen to me right now.
Yeah,
ingredients
the
in this
first
bad
thing I
boy.
saw, it said in Drinking Buddies, Jason Sudeikis
Bad throw,
described
bad
it
throw.
as, oh, we got the win there. That's the undercrew.
Way to go,
Great job.
Garrett Cole.
Hey, undergang!
That's it.
Let's go!
Way to go, Garrett Cole.
I got
third.
it
That was
generally
pretty
where we start
intense.
talking about Malort. That's real stink.
So let's pour them out, boys.
But Jason
Sudeikis.
Sudeikis describes
that's
this
what
What the
as
fuck was that? That was
I
never.
didn't
That was
even
never
look
in
at
the
the
cards.
stars.
Throw us under the bus.
condom
like
Yeah,
that.
that was never in the cards till 45 seconds ago.
Right.
He said that.
With
What
two
was
outs
what
to
was
go.
something more delicious? Maybe like
Yeah,
a
how do you-
pink- Maybe like a pink
That's what it
Whitney.
said on Wikipedia.
You're a worse
You already got it going.
You're a worse negotiator than fights.
So much for a team game.
I thought the
Guys?
Yeah, no, I mean,
Enjoy.
listen,
Let me
this
pour
is
my-
at least
pour my
Nate's
water.
doing it.
Jason
No,
Segel?
Yeah, no, at least Nate's doing it.
no,
You can
Jake
pour me
Johnson
a
is
shot of
the
Malort.
star.
Not as generous.
He might be like
I think as a bartender.
Do you guys want to partake?
I'll do a shot of
Jake,
Malort.
Yeah, wow.
So that was.
We'll pass him around if we're gonna do it.
baby.
We won the
doing
bet.
baby.
Always susceptible to peer pressure.
The most. I mean, John.
Nobody
John is,
peer pressured him.
John is
peer pressured
one.
himself.
No, I just see people having fun. I like to join in.
You really are the worst negotiator. You found a way.
Bears out
Nothing's
everyone.
fun like
Yeah.
Malorts.
So can someone
Anybody-
describe
you're-
what
I'm good.
Yeah.
feeling of tasting?
No.
I
Malort,
imagine you're
we
all
won the
set.
bet.
Well, it's honestly, it's not as bad as it's described, I think. But like, it lingers
not great.
a little bit. It lingers
It's not
like
great.
it lingers
is it
here.
exactly? What
Don't
kind of
let
drink
it
is it?
sit in like this part of your mouth.
jowls?
That's where it lingers. Yeah, the jowls. Which I actually didn't realize until I started
why
playing
I'm doing
PGA Tour 2K.
Yeah.
When you make your gut, it's like jowls. I'm like, just call them the.
I mean,
it's
if
like-
you got any kind of shot hitting your jowls, you're not doing shots.
What's a
We're
jowl?
just switching it around.
It's like
no, but like if,
didn't Marlon
if
Brando
it
have big
seeps in
jowls
there,
in
it just
Godfather?
Yeah.
I feel like St. Bernard said big jowls.
Yeah.
Get in here,
Yeah.
Josh.
All right,
get
to
on
the under,
camera.
even though, you know, and to
Cheers.
you guys, the losers over here.
Cheers,
You have to do the
eye
shot, Nate.
contact, whole
Cheers,
situation.
cheers, cheers. Let's go.
Can't do it.
Gross. Disgusting.
Yeah. That's worse than I remember.
Burnt condom
Yeah?
filled with
Yikes.
gasoline. What
Yeah,
do you
it's
think?
worse than I remember
Was
for
it?
sure.
Burnt
But
condom
it's
filled with
honestly
gasoline.
not. It just isn't. It's not as bad as like I remember the first time I tried it or described.
What is the worst you've ever had?
Shot.
Yeah. Or, I mean, I guess there's something else.
But
By
Jeffy
Joe.
Lowe is
By
like
Joe.
a, you're,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
a
that was
fireball
really
guy.
bad.
You enjoy
Not anymore,
fireballs, right?
Not anymore. I used to love
An ass?
Fireball.
Oh, but Fireball
Still
is,
tasty.
you know,
No,
when
I'm just gonna
everybody
spit
has.
after
There
you take
was-
a shot sometimes.
so
I
on my
mouth is
only,
full of
like-
saliva.
Wait, hey, are you gonna throw up?
No, you just have to spit sometimes.
Yeah, I
and,
know.
like,
I know that feeling. But
I
if you need a
know.
bucket, I got a
No,
bucket.
No, you gotta gut it.
What?
When you get like that, like with the mouth sweats, I don't spit, I gut it.
Oh no, I gotta spit it.
From like
Yeah.
from like college
I just
through.
stand there. There's actually like there was I think Barstool posted like on Instagram or whatever the
That
guy
guy.
who was just clearly just going through it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've been there.
Big
yeah.
guy in the
A
trolley.
million times in my
Yeah.
life. Which is, it's honestly torturing yourself. Like, when you know it's gonna happen and you do it anyway. Like, I kind of just did it right now, but in college, it's like, I know I'm gonna maybe throw up from this. Do it anyway. You're just,
That's what I don't
You guys
understand.
I
give
don't-
people
it
like
makes
this
I don't
no
get
sense.
it. I don't
Like,
get
don't
it.
talk to me. Don't talk to me.
oh yeah, and that they're
I have to focus.
you
on
have
not
to
people.
know too, like when you're with like your your friends like tells, you know what I mean? Like I'll see someone talking to him and be like, no, you guys
alright?
need a minute.
I'm looking for something to get rid of.
Do you want a bucket? I got a
Yeah, you're
bucket.
gonna fucking puke.
I'm gonna give you a
Looking for
spittoon
some
here.
He needs a little Dixie.
There you go.
That is. Oh.
Oh,
my God.
That's a Friday night pint first.
What? Oh yeah. Put it in front of Nate.
What is happening?
What's that?
I
I think Malore's the worst I've ever had. If we're going
Did you
down
try the
that route.
Baijiu?
Baijiu is what we did on lowering the bar with Donnie.
Baijiu is terrible.
Donnie
Baijiu
brought it
is
from China.
Where's that? Where's it from?
That's just like not a great shot, and then you drink something else, you move on. Baijiu lingered for a while, no matter what.
Isn't it like a? Is it just a liquor? I thought there was something about like a fruit or like a. Oh no, that was something else we ate.
That was
we
the
ate some
smelly
other.
fruit.
But that reminded me of the Baijiu, which is.
Baijiu is that's no
That
joke.
smell.
And people like shoot that. They sip that. What are they doing?
That's
It's
I
in
think
China?
it's a shoot. I mean, I only know because of Donnie, and then it was here, and we tried it, and it was. That was one where even like I had like a sandwich after, and I still tasted it.
Well, what is it? Like, is it? It's just a liquor.
It's just
Yeah,
it's just a
very
Chinese
popular.
liquor.
He
I
has
was thinking
one-
soju. That's the thing.
And
where
it
they mix the
fucks you
beer.
up too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it's not
Which
like it's
also
a
is terrible.
yeah.
If you're here Monday, he has a
Orange
real
Gummy,
bad
so
one.
sick on
coming. Real bad one.
What is it?
I can't remember exactly what it is. He said it smells as bad, if not worse, than that fruit. That
So it's
smells
just a
in both
food,
ways.
so we're eating another food?
It's like a fish.
That's next week?
It's
Yeah,
one-
that one's
oh,
like
yeah.
not.
Right, it's the fish.
It's a fish. I
That
can't
one,
remember
that one's
what
like
it
not
is.
one where
That-
like
that's
it's
how-
enjoyable to eat. Like durian
He
can be
said
cooked in a
people.
way that you can enjoy
He said
it.
people. The Wikipedia said people only eat it outside wherever it's from because it
you can't
smells
have it
so
inside.
bad.
Oh,
so it's like
I was
it's
supposed
gonna
to eat
be
it
in
inside.
here. Yeah.
Which this office stinks
Yeah.
whenever any food is brought.
It's
Like,
like
one punch of
Erica's
food,
gonna
this
have
whole
like a
office
client or
smells.
whatever in here. It's just gonna smell like fucking hell.
I know we were supposed to
alright?
go like last week or 2
I
weeks.
burped and it came through
Yeah.
my nose.
Let's. You
just
might
being a
need.
bitch. I need to wash it down
You
with,
might
like,
need a
something
little
else.
like CBD to calm yourself down. 'Cause
I love
I
some
feel like you
CBD,
got
yeah.
some like anxiety issues now that you're gonna throw up on camera. We're brought to you today by cbdMD. Right here we got the gummies. We also got this is interesting. This is menthol freeze.
Is that the roller one?
I believe so. Yeah, the
it
pain
worked
relieving
out.
roller.
Oh, yeah.
So it's almost like a deodorant roll, but it's got like a menthol freeze to it. So you just roll this bad boy on. Like I could probably roll
Apply
this.
directly to the forehead. I won't say the brand name, though. I'm sure they're out of business now. They run through those little commercials.
I don't remember.
What's that?
We were in
can
the middle
just
of an
say
ad
it.
read. I'll talk about the product after. we've been doing cbdMD for the dozen, and I say it every time. It's like PFT and I say apply. I'll say it after.
You know, well, I mean, I'm just gonna fucking do it then.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I also, by the way, could put this like on
Yeah.
my entire body. Where they're like, apply it somewhere where you're like, where you have some pain. I'm like, how about there's a spot that I don't have pain? I
Yeah.
would love to know.
Did they
Get
make
a little
cbdMD
tickle
bath
from that.
bombs? They should.
Yeah, they do it all. They do it all,
Okay,
man.
that's what I thought.
cbdMD has everything you can imagine.
Jeff,
They got
do
the
you think
lotion,
bats-
they got the tinctures, they've got the gummies. Every which way you can get CBD into your body, cbdMD has it. It's all natural. It's just the CBD, so that can help you with your anxiety, your sleeplessness, your chronic pain, and you're not going to get high. You're not going to fail a drug test. You won't be paranoid or sluggish. So it's all the good and none of the bad. And right now you can get 25% off, which is a diesel discount when you go to cbdMD.com and use promo code PINTS for Friday Night Pints. It's cbdMD.com, promo code PINTS. And I think we're all at this stage in life. Bob, you're younger, but you're an old soul.
Yeah.
Jake, you're a young guy, right? How old are you?
24.
24. I think everybody else is at the point where you have anxiety and pain and you don't sleep.
But Bob's not there yet.
No, I'm there.
Bob was probably there before all of us. I was like 32 and Bob was like already telling me about anxiety and shit.
I mean, the story is Bob was yelling at Trent to call an ambulance. He thought he had heart.
That's true. That's right.
You're like 19.
Wait, hang on. Wait, before you. What?
Head On. Remember that product? Head On. Applied directly to the forehead. It was just they just said it over and over again. It was a 30
And what,
second
it was
commercial.
supposed to, like,
It was like
fix
that was
everything?
like original internet stuff too.
Yeah.
It was a headache thing, and they just said head on, apply directly to the forehead for 30 seconds straight. Very effective commercial.
I
I'll
was
never
just saying,
forget
you're
it.
still talking about
Never
it.
forget
so
it.
Good marketing. What are you saying?
Were you flossing to start this?
I was.
You were.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I had something stuck in my
That's-
tooth.
I should have
That's a
But
classic.
you carry a portable flosser in your
Oh, I
pocket.
bought these like little floss things.
See, so
There's a couple people who have them
Rudy,
here.
Rudy, let me
Makes
see
complete.
that.
Yeah, it
Okay,
fell off.
okay, so but that's specifically to floss.
Twiddling with it. Yeah.
So Rudy has like a little toothbrush.
Yeah.
And he just sits there and brushes his goddamn teeth. And I'm like,
That's weird.
come on, man.
There was an
that's
old
a little
product
weird.
that they used to slip it over your finger,
Yeah, yeah.
and you would brush your teeth this
You
way.
ever
dog.
brush with the finger?
Oh yeah.
As
Like without the
yeah,
sleeve?
just with your finger.
Or if you're so
As a
hungover
substitute,
somewhere,
yeah.
you have to put toothpaste on
Yeah.
just to get rid of
Oh,
the
yeah,
taste in your mouth.
See, here's the
I'm
thing.
only
Like,
one? No?
if I'm
Never
anywhere,
does that.
if I'm anywhere and that's happening, I'm just using your toothbrush. Straight up,
You're
I'll tell you right now.
Oh!
No,
Yeah.
I'm with Kevin now.
I'm done
Probably,
now.
probably due to all the times I had to do it as a kid.
Because of Corona. I'll do it double.
I would. It does, I mean, I rarely find myself in that position where I couldn't even tell you the last
Not
time it
anymore,
happened.
yeah.
But if I needed a toothbrush, any toothbrush around will do.
I remember you saying that in the old office. I haven't forgotten. That's how disgusting it was that I actually remember where you were standing when you said it in the
I think
old
it's
office.
more disgusting to walk around with your fuzzy fucking teeth and your gross breath.
Yeah.
Bro,
My thing
I
is,
will brush my
that's-
teeth with my
That
finger.
doesn't work.
But that's
works.
your,
You
that's
gotta
your
work.
fucking
No, that
problem
just
because
that
you
just
didn't bring
creates
your
a
toothbrush
paste of
somewhere.
like
Well,
a
now it's
film.
your fucking problem because I'm using your toothbrush.
And also, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna tell you I
yeah,
use your toothbrush.
yeah.
I'm not
That's
gonna come
even
out and be
worse.
like, hey guys, I use your toothbrush. I'm just gonna fucking use it.
They're just
and then
gonna
come out of the
Fights
bathroom.
has
Fights, you
Probably
dry it after though?
What's that?
Yeah,
I've dried it after.
Yeah,
I've
never
dried.
Yeah,
I've
no,
done that
you
too.
do it.
I've done that.
Yeah,
You get
see,
a little
because
toilet
when I'm
paper, you squeeze it out because if the person comes in and sees that their toothbrush is wet the whole night before, it's like, well,
when I'm
it's not supposed
hungover,
to be.
nothing will get in my way of getting rid of my hangover.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like I'm very good at preparing for a hangover now. I know exactly what I need. I need a NatureWorks juice. I need a Gatorade. I need a Kit Kat. That's what I need. That's what I need.
I
And
love everyone
I'll have
coming
all
up
of
with
them
their-
before dinner, but in the
their
morning,
own
Kit Kat.
Yeah.
always gets
Sure.
rid of it. And then feet in cold water. That's another one.
You ever just had a
Could you
beer?
imagine?
That sounds like you should stop drinking. That's too
Start
much.
drinking
That's just too much to drink.
You know how I prepare? I prepare like the same way Trent does. Just don't do this shit anymore. I'm just not gonna get drunk enough to get a hangover.
I have not been drunk since January. I haven't drank.
Yeah.
You haven't probably been
February
drunk
for
since
me.
what, like 2-3 years?
Really?
Maybe you
I
started.
don't know.
You had the one-off with
You went to
Gas.
Pop Punk with us last year, did you?
No.
I've gotten drunk.
Drunk, like having a beer is different than like getting drunk. I've
Yeah.
probably been last Memorial Day.
No shit.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was like that. I knew you
just-
weren't drinking as much.
I just
but-
can't do the hangovers. I really can't.
You know what's kind of ridiculous though is you have nothing to do.
He gets that. Like, what are you gonna do tomorrow? You gonna lay on the couch watch
Holy
TV?
shit.
Just be hungover.
I'm sorry.
It's different.
Kevin, that was a very good
I'm
point.
just saying that like I have a rule that like if I have my kids,
I can't imagine.
nothing will get me to drink. Like a bus of supermodels could roll up like in Dumb and Dumber and be like, come party with us. I'd be like,
Yeah.
nope, 'cause I am not gonna be hungover tomorrow with my fucking monsters running around.
Okay,
But if you could just sleep on your couch the next day, you could just.
But I feel like he had all those remedies to get his hangover to go away. Mine is just time, and I don't want to do that. If I wake up, I'm hungover. It's like I got at least 2.5 days of this.
I know,
Doesn't
that's the
matter
problem,
what
too.
I do.
When they
I can
start
eat
like-
a
Oh,
I'm on
million, I can
days
eat
now.
a million fucking Kit Kats, and it feel like you still feel like shit. So
You
I
just need
don't want to
sugar.
do that
That's
anymore.
I think if you do it enough, your body's just like, all right, I'm done with that part.
I don't.
Well,
I don't think about
Feitelberg
the
just
suffering.
doesn't have hangovers. You
I
can't
don't
listen to
know.
him when he
I
talks.
don't
Large
have
shower.
hangovers. I want to be
Large
clear about that.
hangovers?
I'm not like one of those people who's like, oh, I don't get hungover. When I wake up in the morning, I'm aware that I had a few drinks the night before, but I'm far
John
from
just calls that
incapacitated.
morning.
Yeah.
I don't let it ruin my day.
Yeah.
I just suck it. I'm an adult. This is
usually
gonna
by the
stink
time
for the
I-
next 12 hours.
I wake
Yeah.
up, I chug a water, brush my teeth, have a shower, and then like.
And then just
But
suffer.
I very recently saw a video of you laying on your studio
another way?
floor.
Yeah,
And
no, it's
I-
just-
I
being
get
like,
about-
I can't move.
I get about 2 of those a year,
Okay.
and the rest of the
talking
time I'm
about
fine. And that was one where I'm like, it
debilitating
never
hangovers,
happens.
asking for
Like,
another beer.
it's
I'll
like
take any.
twice a year where it's just like we've been
Can you give
saving
me a
this up for you.
transfusion?
You're welcome.
Yeah, and I
Straight?
not to be dramatic, but I feel like mine's like that all the time. So I'm just like, I don't even want to deal with it.
So you don't drink at all anymore. It hasn't been since January, and you're just not going to get back on the train.
I mean, not.
I mean, well,
probably
not like the train, but if you're
Yeah.
out with people, like I've gone out with Gaz and you,
Yeah.
I think, maybe a couple of years.
Watch
ago.
out.
And
You
even
go out
then,
with
you
Gaz,
had like,
he'll put you in the fucking grave.
oh, because Gaz knows
He's a little baby.
every bartender's name.
There's
Gaz.
probably-
Gaz is the one asshole who can usually get me to go out. And then
John's
Can you grab him a
roommate.
mug?
and yeah, you
But
drink
Kevin,
tequila and it's off.
So growing up, were all the adults and parents at soccer practice just perpetually hungover, or?
I haven't really done that yet. Tomorrow, I'm going to T-ball with Shay for the first time, so we'll
Oh,
find
wow.
out. Yeah.
So you'll find out.
Yeah, my kids have really been a little too young for that, and then Shay has done mostly like dance and stuff. We haven't really had like practices for sports or anything yet. For about, it doesn't matter. So tomorrow will be T-ball. I actually went on a little hunt today to try to find some fucking cleats, which I know is totally
like a
unnecessary.
3-year-old?
She's 4, turning 5. Which I know is unnecessary, but I also know, like, in my town, there's gonna be some fucking assholes who come, like, wearing, like, professional MLB gear. So my kid will be like, they'll be like looking at her like, she's wearing regular sneakers. I mean, well, your kid's wearing cleats, you fucking asshole. So
What a strange world that is.
I think maybe I'm
Yeah,
wrong. I don't know.
I guess. Yeah. It has to be like, is this your first time where you're going to like a thing like
To
this?
sports, yeah. I
You
mean,
just
I've gone
small
to
talk with
dance
the parents?
like class and recital, but it never really is. One time she did a soccer thing. This was so obnoxious too. Some fucking rich dude who just has a big backyard. Their mom was like, she signed up for soccer, and I'm like, all right, like where is it? Like at the high school or like the local field? She gives me an address. I was like, what the fuck? And I show up, and it's just some rich guy who set up nets in his backyard.
That's weird.
And I think
I
he's
don't
just
like that.
pocketing.
No,
Yeah,
I don't like that.
And I think
And he's charging?
I think so.
I don't like that.
Not a bad
I
He's
was
running
like,
a small business in his backyard.
It's a
What?
decent
And then
Yeah.
because we're in a backyard, there was like toys. There was like cozy coupe cars that they could play in and shit. And Shay was like, I just want to do that. I don't want to do like soccer drills. Like kids are like weaving in and out of cones, and she was like, I'm gonna go play. And I was like, fuck yeah. Like, fuck these guys. So I think tomorrow we'll be at like a baseball field, and we'll be the first T-ball experience that I don't think will go well.
I look
But
forward to your first confrontation. Are you? I feel like
Yeah,
you're gonna
are
get
you,
into
it's
it.
gonna be like, it's gonna be like
alright.
Mean Girls. Like there's gonna be cliques. Like
Oh, definitely. But it already got less.
Thank you.
You gotta let that out, man. Your head's gonna explode one night.
Well,
Oh,
we're
do you
doing
hold
a
your
show
nose?
here.
I
Come on,
respect that,
mean,
but I don't want your nose to explode.
Yeah,
so
we're
next
doing-
time
we're
you gotta
doing a
sneeze,
show. All right.
let it rip. So yesterday, or 2 days ago, Shay's first day of school, and the drop-off line. You pull up with your car, and you just ease up, and then every teacher comes to the door, picks your kid up, and goes. And this teacher, one that I didn't know, sees me and
Say her
is
name.
getting Shay out. I don't know her name, and she says, like, hi Shay. Your Instagram page is hilarious. I just gotta say, like, so funny. You know that already, like, but we all here love it. It was the day that I put out the Odell Beckham video. Okay? So I have like my 4.5-year-old in the car, her teacher telling me, hi Shay. Oh, and by the way, like that video about the girl shitting on the football player, real funny. And I was just like, oh my God. I mean, that's like the bane of my existence is juggling this like double life that I have. But never has it been put right in front of my face like that in a highly inappropriate
It's
time.
funny because you address it like news, like you're actually reporting it.
Yeah.
Today, Odell Beckham Jr. got a shit taken out of his chest.
I get a little like announcer voice going.
You're
on.
sitting at the desk too. You've got your arms crossed.
Yeah, it's like John Krasinski with Some Good News, except it's just always deplorable. It's just as bad as it gets. The Stool Streams announcing team it's special. It is special. You obviously, I mean, this was
Yeah, I
what
went
year?
to school for broadcast.
Right. Where'd
Did you think you'd be calling Jenga?
Yeah.
Like,
Never.
if anything goes right, I'm gonna be calling
Never.
Jenga.
But it's been a lot of fun. No,
Yeah.
I treat the prep the same way
Absolutely
as football and
you do.
basketball. I'm interviewing everyone and
Jake
getting
comes
everyone's
around
bio.
and interviews everybody
Yeah.
with like little talking points, and so me and Fights played Tommy and Hubs, and Jake's talking to Fights. He's like, "So what do you think about your two opponents?" And Fights is like, "Oh, they're fucking autistic."
And I said, I can't say that.
so Jake's like taking notes, and he's like, "You cannot say that." Okay, next.
And guess what?
The FCC will
Fucking
get on his
Tommy
case.
has proven it time and time again since I said that.
That he's
Tommy
an
sent
A-boy.
us an audio note last night,
Oh,
just
wow.
being like,
Well, he
"Hey
does
guys,
that, yeah.
hey guys, it's Tommy from work. Just want to tell you,
Tommy
had a
from
real-
work.
had a real blast
Welcome to
today."
the mailing list.
Yeah.
He
does that.
So, whenever Bob and I are watching something, I'll be like, "Oh, I got a voice message from Tommy." We pause it and we play it for the apartment. It's Tommy from work.
Tommy from work named, so it was the four of us, and
Is
then
he over?
he named it, he named the group chat the Fantastic Four. And then I quickly changed the name to like the Three Amigos plus A-Boy Tommy. And, but so Tommy, then in the middle of the Jenga match, Jake is like, Tommy said that Feitelberg and KFC are buddies. And Fights is like, he's like pulling the brick out. He's like, why don't you fucking tell him what I said, Jake?
I said I'd not be doing my job correctly.
Syracuse, I feel like it's Syracuse and Fordham as like the two
those
like premier broadcasting
Northwestern,
schools.
too.
They're up
Wait,
there.
you were Syracuse?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that because you called it UVM, right?
Yeah, I was at UVM for my first 2 winters out of school. I graduated 2018. and
Oh, okay. I always
Oh.
assumed you were still at UVM doing
No.
this. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We don't, little,
Did you live in Burlington?
Yeah, for the last 2 winters.
How'd you like that?
It was a lot of. It's a great city. It's nice and small, but it's cold.
I went to St. Michael's my freshman year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I know a little bit about
UVM plays them every preseason.
Yeah, they probably fucking went to
Yeah,
Florida.
when we're like 40.
Did you? I mean, you got like the voice and kind of the hosting
That-
style.
I
for
did.
It, but did
I
you
went to
do-
school for broadcast journalism, sports journalism school at Penn
Oh, okay.
State. I did. That was my last like 10 live events I've called, 9 Jenga matches, and then Penn State, Wisconsin, my senior year of football. It's like quite the
Wait,
different
you
thing.
called Penn State,
Yeah,
Wisconsin?
for like
BTN
student radio
student.
stuff. But
Wow,
I did
no, that's
work
legit,
on
though.
like
I
Big
mean-
Ten net. I have a couple like Big Ten Network appearances because they let students do the shitty basketball games.
Right.
Really?
So yeah,
One of his partners is a
I did it
WWE
in
commentator now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Phillips.
Yeah. That's when I went to both. Yeah, he does. Yeah, big time wrestling.
I mean, that's
guy now.
still because I had a cup of coffee at WFUV at Fordham, and even to get on the air for their actual game, like I did like I would announce the game, but it was just like broadcasting to no one as like practice, and then they would let me do a women's game or like a whatever game. But to get like Penn State football,
I always wanted to be on air, but I never went. And that's kind of like him too. I never wanted to do. Though you did do major college basketball in a sense. I mean, there's still like a premier Division I, like AA program. But like I never wanted to do local news. Like I never wanted to do the route of going to like middle of fucking nowhere, Midwest. No offense. And reporting on like and reporting like private school.
Talk about it.
like private school football reporting, and I was like, all right, I'll move to New York. I'll do something else. Maybe I'll get on air and do something on air one day. And that's what you like. I mean, that's right. It's fucking right place, right time. Like literally the most right place, right time.
Meaning,
for you especially.
Right.
Or for him, like here, it's like
I mean, it's
just
kind of
so
like
happened.
like you said, you probably never predicted or expected or wanted Jenga, but like you're probably reaching a lot of fucking people. You know what I mean?
Oh, the platform.
That was the advice I always got, like internships and stuff, and it was actually my favorite, Ian Eagle. When I was an intern at CBS here, between my freshman and sophomore year, he talked about how he got thrown onto boxing. He'd never called boxing before. He just bullshitted his way through the entire thing.
See,
Said
that's
it was
tough.
great.
That's how you know he's talented.
Yeah, and he's like,
if you throw a normal person behind a mic and say broadcast this sport in general, and if it's one you don't know, those people freeze up. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to say. You can bullshit your way.
Breathe.
the obscure.
You hear this crowd?
Though from beginning to end of the round, what a round. That's it. But like the more obscure things, like he goes, if you want to go up in the ranks, like you could give them 100 basketball games, but they have that one obscure one.
Yeah,
That's the
everyone wants
obscure
football
one.
and basketball and
Of course.
baseball, but
Yeah,
you gotta
you can do
separate
the
yourself.
more unorthodox.
Jenga.
Jenga is the way to go.
With Jenga's
Jenga is bizarrely like it's nerve-wracking. It feels like you're playing a professional sport when you're playing.
We have to make up all the terms. Like
What
all
the
the
fuck is
Yeah.
it?
That was all
Crest
Jeff.
or
I'm
something?
gonna hear Tittleman's crest like when I'm sleeping.
That's a reference to it's my favorite YouTube video. I'm a massive Tim and Eric fan. I have a video called you know that video of, you may not know Eric Workham. He does this. He goes like this. That's from this video. It's called The Universe on YouTube, and it's one of the dumbest videos of all time. But I love it, and it just describes the universe. He goes, you have like Galaxy's Edge, you have Tittleman's Crest, and he's like describing it, and it's so stupid. But I was like, we're like, the best thing about Jenga calling this is that there's no Jenga terms anywhere. So I just made all.
What is a Tittleman's Crest in Jenga?
Nothing. It's a made up.
No, in Jenga.
What's
Tittleman's
Crest?
It's where
punch out the middle block.
we're the middle, and then the other one's a split bice, which is named after American Idol runner-up Bo Bice. You'll hear Bice now and then. We won't say that you'll never hear me say that on broadcast. I'll say Bo every once in a while.
Keep kayfabe up.
And it's great, like the Jenga stuff and the stool streams. I haven't done cornhole yet, but it's silly. Obviously, like it's a silly game.
But in that moment,
but like before the game, like I was bouncing, like as we're doing like the national anthem. Like,
Yeah.
here we go. I'm stretching as like a joke, but I'm also
It
like,
hits a
kinda
barrier
stretching.
halfway through where it's no longer fun anymore and it's serious. It's like there's we've hit that, I think, probably in the 20-ish block, the middle of the 20s. It turns.
Well,
every time.
It went like really like I was nervous. Then I had fun for like 2 minutes. I was like kind of like settled in, like all right, let's have fun. And then I was like, well, I don't want to lose.
How's it score?
Yeah,
I don't even know how Jenga is scored.
It's just
not
don't
so
lose.
easy.
Don't
There's no,
ruin
like,
the tower.
because I see you bet on the app. It's like number of blocks.
Number of blocks that the whole team, like the whole game has pulled out.
The number of blocks.
Yeah.
And
that
then
play.
who's
under,
gonna
yeah.
push the last block? Who's gonna knock the tower over? Which is to me, that's all I care about.
That's a lot.
I was like, I don't want to lose, but if Feitelberg
It's
holds
legit.
on,
Fall on their
He
head.
he tracks a bunch of stats, but that's the only stat that matters. If you're the last block puller, that's just you're a loser.
I do desperately want to try to do the team.
You did it in practice, but it's different.
I know.
When
And,
you're in the
well,
lights.
it's also just like you. There's never a time where it really makes sense.
Right.
Yeah,
Unless,
you're
you just want to get
You're
caught.
like, I'll
Unless
get him
I'm
next
like-
time. The game's over.
Yeah,
If it misses.
yeah. Unless it's like you have to because it really like there's no
Yesterday
other
we
option.
had an
but-
opportunity, but who
Trent
was
was
it?
down to that block.
Chef Donnie.
What's that?
Yeah.
He had that. There was 0 other blocks he could take besides the one.
Yeah,
he
but
had.
it wasn't like it wasn't a
pussy.
tablecloth though. I had to like.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, in a way,
It could have been, but it would have.
Chef Donnie was a situation where his only move was a tablecloth
What
pole.
was that he went with, by the way?
He
I
tried
watched
to
that.
he tried to move one while he pulled. which is
not work.
tough.
Yeah, it was-
But
that-
that's what you guys kind of
illegal?
ended up
That
having to
feels
do.
illegal.
It's not illegal.
Oh, you should saw what
So
Billy
you make
football
up
was
the
doing,
rules too, or they're
Psycho
rules
shit.
to it?
Hank is
Billy
the voice
football.
of God, as Dave says. He's just in the official's ear, just saying.
He was taking one out and then hammering the other blocks
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
it and just screaming psycho shit.
Yeah.
Just and moving all the other
Billy
blocks
is.
around on other levels, just hammering them in.
Yeah,
And
what,
that's how
what a duo you two were.
Billy's also weird.
You see him lifting him up.
Well, you picked up Nate.
That was
funny.
that.
He's
He
the
just
funniest.
lifted up Nate.
He's the funniest person ever.
Watching
I felt
Nate's
like Ninja
limp.
Turtles and crying, like he's like a little brain inside the big body.
Nate's limp body on the floor and Billy picking him up was funny, but it was out of the corner of my mouth.
You
I was
were
like, I don't
very
like that.
jealous.
I didn't like
Very,
that.
very jealous.
You were like Weekend at Bernie's. He just picked you up.
Billy,
Pause that Instagram story.
The
Pause
most
that
in the
story.
game was Jeff versus Nate the whole time.
Jeff was a
Jeff
negative
had
Nancy the whole time. We're having a great
Down
time.
the
and He's
middle.
just being so goddamn negative. Like,
No,
The biggest thing is when the players chirp at us like we are
Yeah.
the officials.
We have no calls on the rules
Yeah.
at all.
We're just saying
Oh
things and
yeah.
they're-
Well, I mean, Vibs as a referee, Spider 3, I
Spider,
think, right?
yeah.
Mrs. Vibbs, I
never-
call him with his new hair.
his hair.
Mrs.
Nobody has ever had a little bit of power go to their head faster. than
agreed.
Vibs. I mean, he was like
flat.
screaming and
Yeah.
moving.
He was taking
He was
it seriously.
loving
The day Big T filmed the Spider was ugly. That told the line of going from funny to serious to like a little too
physical
real.
opposites.
Like it got a little too real for a minute. We were like,
What,
oh,
he was like
fuck.
chirping at everybody?
No,
No,
they
they
were
were-
in a row. We're not being nice.
It got ugly.
People didn't respect him.
Yeah.
It was ugly.
Our refs are always such physical extremes.
Oh yeah. And they're like,
Like,
you're
why do
tiny,
we have
big,
Big T
yeah.
and then we have Spider? The smallest, the paperclip from Microsoft Word, and then just a gigantic pillow.
It's an important role.
That's great. So, what is his cornhole? So, Stool Streams is every what? Monday, Thursday?
Monday, Thursday.
Monday, Thursday is cornhole, table tennis, obviously Jenga. There's a dartboard in there, but we have not
It's
played
in the
intro
intro
because
test
we're
runs.
not like
It's not
good
quite
at
ready
it.
yet.
You know who's
right?
good at darts? Large is very good at
I
darts.
could see that.
That makes
Large
sense.
is good
Yeah.
at
Darts-
like,
You
that
give me a
kind of shit.
nanosecond to guess.
We've tested this.
We have to change the rules because the official rules, no one in
So
here is
hard.
good enough. You have to end with a double, which is the outer ring.
No,
which-
you can't.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, you have to double,
Why not just
triple.
so you can get the highest score?
We edited it.
Can't we
all.
just play- isn't
We
it
already
cricket
changed
that you
it.
usually play
You
at the
do
bar?
cricket's tough too, though.
It's not easy.
Yeah,
but
cricket
I
can
know-
last a while. It's
Yeah.
darts is very fun.
But what's a
And-
while? Like, weren't you saying some of these Jenga games have been an hour long?
Oh, darts was lasting.
Every one of my games is an hour.
It's this
Darts
big.
was lasting in, like it was gonna be
An
best
hour
of
for one
three.
leg. It's best of three
yeah.
for each match.
That's
It was hours.
So
It was
for 108.
I did a couple of test runs. I didn't feel they took particularly long.
Yours actually were oddly like not that bad,
Yeah.
but like you I would say you were on the upper echelon of good players.
Well, let's get that going.
And like that's not like,
Jenga.
no, like I'm bad at darts. No offense to you, but that was like
Jeff
it was.
He was
You
so
were on the
serious when he said that to you.
We gotta get Willie and Large in there. I know we do random drawings to
Could
get
you
together,
imagine Willie
but those
playing darts?
big
I mean, he's like holding little toothpicks.
I know. What's
Willie's
the
just
Bowser
too
playing golf?
like we did a
That was
back when Francis
fool,
was
right?
here. We had a golf tournament that Willie has. It's coming up on the 21st that he does a charity golf tournament, and we did practice at 5-iron. Was it 5-iron golf?
Yeah.
And so we were doing like a longest drive competition. And so everyone, like, no one's really swinging that hard. You don't have to swing hard, you just have to make contact.
Right.
Willie gets in there, he's like Bowser.
Yeah.
And he makes us play 6 in a row until he finally wins. And he goes, oh yeah, no, I'm good. I'm done.
Sure, you remember that picture?
I mean, he's that guy. If he gets a
Yeah.
hold of one, it's obviously going to the
Yeah.
fucking moon. But that's really not. You got a Barstool Classic coming up this weekend?
I think
Make that
there's
up?
in Detroit, yeah.
In Detroit, yeah.
It's coming up.
Did Rick's move to
Eminem
North
gonna be
Carolina? Did we ever figure that out?
I don't know where I know he they moved out of their apartment, so I don't know where they're at.
Oh, so he's in an apartment anymore?
Not New York.
Who do you
No.
live
Really? I didn't know that.
Lurch?
Yeah, not
Yeah.
New York.
The
So-
rumor is he just like moved to Pinehurst. He
Yeah.
bought a house and moved there. I don't know if that's
Where in the world is Carmen San
He
Diego?
bought a
Riggs?
house.
true. That's the rumor.
Yeah, I don't know.
He doesn't live in New York.
I would
I mean, he
love-
definitely asked Dave. Dave said that on the rundown. Like,
He said,
Riggs
yeah.
asked if he
Did
could move here. I don't think he asked if he
could
could
move to
move.
Pinehurst,
He think he asked if he could buy a house, which is a ridiculous ask.
You have free will.
Yeah,
Sure, go
Yeah,
ahead.
you have free will.
Yeah, you can
You're a
literally
human
do-
with your own like
I wanna
decision
love
making.
anything.
That
As much
also
as Riggs
shows
loves
how
golf,
scared
like-
we are of Dave.
Yeah.
Can I buy a house, Dave?
Riggs still like gets joy out of it every single time.
Imagine getting joy
Yeah.
out of something.
Oh, what's that about?
Imagine that.
What does that feel
Never.
like?
You think he's gonna ask Dave about future life decisions?
I mean, I
Dave
guess
asked
it's.
to have a kid. What do you think about that?
I mean,
Dave, am I
guess
allowed
what?
to
He
have
says
a
no to
kid?
that. He does not like that.
So wait, did he move?
We
I don't know.
We don't know.
Like Trent says, he doesn't.
Yeah,
live in New
Yeah, I
York
don't
anymore.
know.
Sounds like the answer is
This is your
yes.
goddamn
Every time
podcast.
he's
But I don't know.
he's always in a
But
different
the
place.
thing is, there's been so many classics right now that he's just always jumping around. So, but once those are all over, I don't know where he's going.
He just,
Which
he
they
just
all
does
look-
not have a house, but he doesn't need one right now.
Right. If I would imagine he'll end up back in New York and they'll just get another apartment.
Riggs is
He'll just charge it to the
Peter
company.
from Office Space, where he's just like,
Yeah.
I don't care, man.
The
Like, I'm just
classics
gonna do
look
what I
awesome.
do, and
Yeah.
it's like he's getting promoted. He just keeps working.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's you look like Garrett Cole with that fucking hair flowing out the back.
Do I? I'll take that.
Garrett.
Yeah, you do
Yeah,
actually.
good comparison. Yeah.
Yeah, what's your
God,
game
when you
plan for
guys
there?
said
I have no game plan.
when you guys made Bob Fox do the reveal,
Well, every time
I
he
mean-
does it, I noticed that, and we were talking enough about the wardrobe where it struck my mind. I'm like, I should have him take
You
his
guys want
glasses off.
I'll take
I'm good, thank you.
please.
Because he was dressed like Trent, which was delightful.
that was amazing. That picture, you too.
I wish we had like a School Stream store
look
like
like a
that. We could
Texan.
sell the
Yeah,
Trent
we gotta
outfit.
make sure that we're
Was
like
that
teamed up
intentional?
more often. Yeah.
The Trent out.
I would believe it if it was.
Yeah.
Trent, you would be a great Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my idea.
It's
You,
nice
you
and
could have
easy
the
to do.
top-selling
I got that a
Barstool
lot
Sports
when-
uniform.
Yeah, I got the Halloween thing a lot when the Bachelor thing happened, but now I don't know if Halloween.
So,
does Halloween still
it made
exist?
me so
Like, can they
happy.
do it this year?
I mean, I would
yeah,
imagine.
are they
No,
trick-or-treating?
I'd imagine.
It got canceled in LA. I don't know. I walked by a Spooky
it
World.
definitely won't be
What-
like a.
What's the deal with those, by the way?
What's
With
that?
what?
The Spooky Worlds? Where it's just like a store for like 1 month a year?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
like-
they just find
understand.
vacant
Like Spirit
places,
Halloween?
right?
Oh, they're not
Yeah.
always in the same
Yeah.
place. That's what I meant. Spirit
I
Halloween.
think they just find
Spooky
yeah,
World.
Spooky
Spooky
World.
World's I don't know if
It
it
better
still
be something,
exists.
because if you just
That
made
was,
that up,
that was a
that's
spook
like
trail in
dope ass,
Foxborough,
man.
Mass.
It
or
was yeah.
something.
It was like the haunted like theme park outside of
Okay,
If
so
you
it's
like
always
Halloween,
something.
you're weird though.
Huh?
If you like Halloween, you're weird though.
Really? I feel like that's
As
a
an
big one
adult.
for the gays.
Like, well, I mean, for me, I'm speaking. You guys are weird. If you like Halloween.
You guys are gay if you like Halloween.
I can see you being the bell of the fucking
Isn't the
ball on Halloween.
parade is
man.
like
I'm
eccentric?
not.
Yeah.
You know, the parade's great, but I feel like as an adult, if you're really into Halloween, that's a strange.
It's almost like
Yeah,
being Disney.
Some
I'm
people
with
are,
you.
though. Some people
I
are
get that,
super
yeah.
into Halloween in older
I'm
age.
actually surprised you're not.
No, I just don't care.
It's
about
like
you?
it's like everything where
Yeah.
like it's a real delicate balance. Like you're a dickhead if you're like I'm not dressing up, I refuse to dress up.
Yeah.
Also, you're a little weird. I had a buddy, same buddy who got fired by his accountant, spent $3,000 on a Jack Sparrow costume.
But you know
You
what?
can see why his
He got
accountant
fired by his
fired him.
accountant.
Yeah.
That fits him though.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I did that, I'm an asshole.
On a
He does
Jack
that, it's like that's
Sparrow.
He's like,
cool.
bro, I'm gonna have this for like 20 years. Like, you're gonna lose that tonight.
You can only wear it once.
Yeah, you can't
space
read
out.
Also, by the way, it's just a pirate costume, really. You can probably buy like that for like
Look
$3.
how authentic. He's like Step Bro's like, look how movie quality this thing is.
There was a Halloween store when I was a kid in elementary school that had, I think it was year round, which is weird because those usually are open for like a month, and it had a full fucking Predator costume.
my God.
Like a statue that was in like the window that was like movie authentic, and I think it was like thousands of dollars. And as a little kid, I would look at that thing like, oh my God. I mean, it had the mandibles and the whole
One
the
day.
whole head. Yeah,
You
will
will be mine when I get a
Oh
job.
yes, you will be
Am
mine.
I making
It's like the
this up?
store's definitely
So
sticking around.
we moved here September-ish 2015, 16. Am I making up that Dave sent an email saying to dress up for Halloween
No.
that year?
It was
Absolutely not.
mandatory.
It was very
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did we do? What did I do that year?
I don't think I was in the office
You
that
did
day.
Top Gun.
Yeah, I just put on a fucking jumpsuit. I think I just stole that from Brett because I came in and I was like, fuck, I didn't do it.
I
guess
think
it's
we all
mandatory.
told Brett
Such
to
a
get his
bread
costume.
Huh?
That's such a bread costume.
Oh yeah, he looked great.
He
in it,
was
though, to be
also,
honest.
yeah,
He had
Top
the
Gun,
fucking
yeah.
glasses on. He was.
Yeah.
I feel like Brett just like wears that like around the house.
And I should
Yeah.
take that back. Willie is super into Halloween. So,
Willie's like his whole life's a party. You know, he's a DJ. How about that
his
clip
whole-
of him with DX that went?
That was crazy.
What clip?
I watched Raw live that night, never knowing
Oh,
like
yeah, yeah,
my
the,
future coworkers in the
Yeah,
ring
yeah,
right now.
There was a shot when they
Oh,
were
I
at
don't-
Monday Night Raw
those
was in-
2007 jeans,
Yeah.
boot
Yeah.
cut down to the fucking boot.
Anytime I've seen Willie in like a
Oh, he has an all-time.
like what was
Super
it? I think
Bowl.
the Super Bowl ring like ceremony
That
or
was
something
so
like that.
funny.
No, I think it was like.
No, you're talking
Oh,
about,
talking about
the
the suit.
the brown suit.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
that
that
was
was
pretty
He
Yeah.
says he
Super
still
Bowl.
has it, but he says he's put on too much muscle to wear.
Okay, William.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I can't
The
visit
other,
about
the
anybody.
other- the other day we were
Got
eating
too
breakfast on radio, and he shoved me out of the way. He goes, "I just got out of the gym. Gotta get in here and get some carbs."
The clip was from Monday Night Raw. They were in Pittsburgh, so it was Big Ben and all the linemen, and they're doing the suck it with the fucking pyrotechnics going off. It was
What
great.
a time that was.
Oh, man.
Imagine an NFL quarterback now being like, fucking suck
Roethlisberger is still the quarterback.
Yeah, right. I know. I mean, that whole era with DX. Girls showing
we got
the
in
tits in the
trouble in
crowd.
school for doing
Oh,
it.
yeah. Everybody did.
I think I did it the other day to someone.
Just like, what?
Dude, in general,
Josh. He's like, dude, we don't talk.
It really is one of the more fun things to do. It's just so,
And that was a classic. Everyone was doing that in my school. When my brother was in middle school, someone took it way too far, and they said, "I'm gonna go stone cold with this." In the middle of the hallway, gave the principal a double bird, who was a woman, and then hit her with a fucking stun. She did.
Stunned the teacher?
Little Ferry Memorial Middle School stunned a teacher, expelled.
I was gonna say instant expulsion.
DX,
But
you do a stunt it, you get a detention, you stun the principal, you're out.
Like, he like kicked her and everything?
Yeah.
Worth it. Honestly, kind of worth it.
How does she
that guy?
does she sell
He's a
it?
convict right now. He's probably like went to jail, but he tells everyone I stunned my teacher in 7th grade.
True story, yes.
Speaking of getting expelled, the story of Chris DiStefano on 9/11.
Oh my God.
It is. There's a couple stories and articles and documentaries that I feel like you need to watch every year on 9/11. There's The Man in the Red Bandana. If you've never seen Howard Stern that day, I feel like that would be something you've seen. Have you seen that?
I listened. My teacher put on Howard Stern.
He's
I
honestly
was,
like
I was in 5th grade in
Crushes it.
Connecticut. Yeah.
You think of him as the shock jock and the crazy antics, but he like put on his serious journalist for that. And there's a video out that matches his audio with like the video of what was going on. It's like an hour and 50 minutes, so it's
So
not an
that
easy
was
watch.
like as close to Twitter at the time because people couldn't get anything
Yeah,
live.
the live
He's in
feed,
New York. He couldn't. It's awesome audio,
Right,
like, for
right.
what it was, and
Yep.
like they were just in studio until maybe noon.
Yeah,
or
just kept
so,
going.
Just
Yeah.
kept going.
Really good if you haven't seen it though. It's worth watching. And that's all serious stuff. And now there's a new classic that I watch every year, and it's Chris DiStefano's 9/11 story with his father. And I'll briefly summarize it, but you got to go watch it. It's like 13 minutes long. He's shit-faced drunk at the Comedy Cellar. And the story is his mom worked in the towers, and he didn't know whether she was alive or dead. Kid made a joke about it, and he smashed him over the head with a chair and knocked him unconscious.
He says a couple of times. He's like, I put him in a coma.
Yeah, he's like, it's a real.
He's like, he was
a
in
real
a
legit
coma.
So he gets expelled, and his father comes to negotiate his way out of being expelled. And his dad is like this Italian Brooklyn wise guy who's like, let's figure something out. And he's like, "Let's
Oh,
figure out something."
literally a former convict.
He refers to him as a felon. More
Yeah,
than
he's
anything.
like, you were in jail, federal prison.
Former convict.
Yeah.
Former convict, yeah.
What was he in jail for?
He doesn't say,
For
but
just being a fucking
the
dickhead.
father, the priest goes, "Are you trying to bribe a man of God?" And he goes, "I lost God on September 21st, 1989. And he's like, "That was when my dad was in prison, so I don't know what happened. I went to the shower scene, I'm not sure." He goes, "Maybe he lost God in his butthole, I'm not sure." But it is a fucking rip-roaring, laugh-out-loud, hysterical story, which is kind of nice because everything, obviously, on 9/11 is very somber and sad, and then there's this, like, moment of levity if you haven't seen it. It's like a must-watch every year. It is so fucking funny.
I can't believe I've never seen it. I don't know.
I think it's just from last year.
Not,
I
no,
think
no,
it's-
no. I
it's
think
2 years ago?
I was gonna say it's a couple years old, but it's
It's
relatively
either
new, so.
2 years or last year.
Yeah.
I made my girlfriend watch it just because it came because Crystal reposted a lot, like basically whenever someone tags him in it.
Yeah.
And I made my girlfriend watch it on Christmas Eve. I was like, have you seen this yet? And she was like watching like a Christmas movie. It's like, pause the movie, pause the movie. You gotta watch
It's a Wonderful Life. No, 9/11.
it. Yeah, you gotta hear Chrissy's 9/11 story.
At the very end is the best too. He's joking around about voting for Trump, and he's like, "My dad always says he votes for Trump." "No, you didn't, Dad. You're a felon. You're not allowed to vote." That's how the law works. Do you have your phone? Let's do some ATI.
I got my phone.
We can do it old school.
I gotta take a bathroom break. Hold on.
Our first
Not
ever
a
Friday
chance.
night bath. Not a chance.
Is
I'll lie.
DiStefano the one
Not
who
a
showed you
chance
his
I'll
dick?
laugh.
That's fine. Go ahead.
DiStefano's the one who showed you his like dick pic or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You could just
That's the
pee
sticks
in
in
a
my
pot
brain.
like
Wait,
Pat was just
wait.
spitting in it. If
Is
you
he the
want.
one who sent the video, that really, really, really terrible video?
No, that's Josh Wolf.
Okay.
That's Josh Wolf.
I will
Who
always
also
protect
sent me
It's
a
so
new
bad.
one
No,
recently.
we need
That
to.
It's
Don't
so
have
no,
to
Trent,
Lost Guard
Trent,
for life.
just
It was just
A little bit of curiosity.
Guy, it was a girl
No,
just putting
no.
something
No.
way too large for your asshole into your asshole.
Wow.
It was crazy.
Grandma?
Although, so have you seen the one of the guy who like
Probably.
like shits his balls out? Have you seen that guy?
Yes, I've seen that.
No.
So
That was
Segura.
Send
that
it
was
over.
like the
he's got
Segura
a
thing.
long hang and he tucks him in and then he
Oh, that's
pops him out and they just tumble out. Tom Segura had that guy on his live show. and that guy put like a
Guy gets
pole.
invites to podcasts because of that.
What's that?
Guy gets an
Only
invite
to
on a
the Tom Hanks
podcast.
podcast.
So he sticks both his nuts in, or just one?
I think they're both. They tumble out, and he
Tumble?
and Tom and his wife threw rings onto like a pole that was sticking out of him.
that's
So it wasn't like he got invited to like
Segura's
all
like
it was
that?
like bend over, man.
Anyway, what do you think about the election this year?
Yeah. No, not like that at all. Aren't you happy you came Jack Marsh? Jake Marsh.
Oh yeah, Jake's been very quiet.
I didn't know
What's been up your
Segura was
butthole,
so
Jake?
Oh yeah, I mean on his live show. Dude. You're just the worst, Nate. You're
I
just the
love the dog. I love
The dog
the energy he
is.
brings.
Segura lets it fly on his live shows.
Opie and Anthony used to do a wiffle bat challenge when they would have like strippers, prostitutes basically in the studio, and they would see how far they get a wiffle bat up their pussies.
Jesus Christ.
They would do that on terrestrial radio, like on regular radio over the air.
that was the old- that was the old days,
just
man.
the way radio was.
Howard Stern Sibian. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
that was.
Yeah.
47.
That was
makes me-
tame for like what he used to do.
The Sibian was like.
He goes, okay.
That was a
you're-
thing that got me through many years.
What a wild
is that?
segment of radio.
Who
Who
would
thinks of that?
Is?
He's
It's
going,
like
now are you
like
feeling
like a
aroused?
horse's saddle, and it's just got a
Just
dildo on it, and it
disgusting.
vibrates.
You've never
like,
seen. You are prude, sir.
No, I haven't.
Wait, Trent, I'm going to send it to you right
It's
now.
like a pommel horse.
Our old
You
crew
hop on
also
this
has
thing
done
and
it.
it
It's an-
vibrates you to the fucking moon.
It's an
man.
iconic piece of
I
radio.
think it's got to be like
I'll
thousands
tell
of
you what,
dollars.
you don't see him around very often
No,
anymore.
they seem to
I have
have
his furniture.
You
man.
don't see him
I
around.
only have Sibians. I don't have chairs.
People
I
on
have
Peloton, people who sit on Pelotons, he sits on a Sibian.
You just don't see him much
That is
anymore.
funny. That is very funny.
Imagine ordering a Sibian.
Well, that's so. I think what's
I'm going to go on
happening.
Amazon.
Let's
How much
get
do you think
one.
a Sibian?
I was
bet
just
they've
gonna
gotta
ask that. I think it's $1,100. 14.
Wow, I was
From
gonna
the
say
Lord
like
above.
$4,000. I thought it was gonna be like those massage
Cheaper
chairs
than a
with the
fucking
sharp
couch.
rims.
Yeah, let's get welcome to
Yeah, I know.
Bios one.
Yeah, dude, I was looking at couches for my fucking new apartment.
I forgot about
I was
that.
sitting in one that was 50%
Welker
off,
just sends the biggest
$10,000.
They're crazy.
I wouldn't. It was the exact same
Oh
thing.
my
I have to get a
God.
couch. So I want to do. My door is so small that I have to get like couches that you put together.
Mm-hmm.
And even those pieces of shit are like $1,600.
Yeah, man.
It's
Ca-
ridiculous.
couches. If you want a good couch, it's like $5,000 and up.
Which is why you get a
But
Sibian.
also, the problem is, Fights was complaining about it, and I was like, I did the same thing, but I because I bought like 3 Bob's couches for like $1,700, and it's like it just adds up the same fucking way, you know? Fucking Bob's. That's when you.
I love
But
Bob's.
Bob's.
I like Bob.
Bob's
Free
gets you
candy in the
through
store.
A dark
Yeah.
time.
Free candy in the stores.
They give you free candy.
Penny candy, yep.
What's that?
That's a classic Connecticut, New England
candy at a
thing.
store. Yeah,
Really?
So I guess
weird
it's in New York too,
penny
but yeah.
candy, yes.
Penny candy, yeah.
Yeah.
You give out free candy and cookies.
Dude,
Jordan's-
Bob's got
There's a Bob's
crazy
mini golf
rate.
course somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. He has
Give
like,
me a
what,
net worth
20
search on
30
him.
stores.
I bet
Bob's
you
is
that
in,
guy.
is in California now too.
Remember
My parents moved to
how,
LA for a bit, and we were like, "Holy shit, Bob's is in
I
California
bet
now?"
you Bob's is
those
worth
are
like
Northeast.
tens of
It
millions.
is well,
Yeah.
mostly Northeast.
I bet you he's like, well, the My Pillow guy. That's one of the craziest stories in the world.
Oh.
My Pillow's worth $300 million.
No,
Oh
it's
wait,
not.
first of all, did you know Bain Capital owns Bob's?
What's that? What's Bain Capital?
Bain
like
is
a
Mitt
big-
Romney's company.
Who?
Like Mitt Romney's?
It's like a private
oh,
equity
yeah,
firm.
Like
So-
it's monstrous.
My Pillow's worth $300 million. I don't know how. That's insanity.
That doesn't make sense.
Mike-
I don't know anyone with a
Mike's
pillow.
Mike Pillows. That's what we call it.
I actually have a My
they're
Pillow.
always
Not
just
by
work there. I
not
thought you
by.
owned it.
I did not purchase it.
Found it.
I promise you I didn't purchase it, but I don't know how it got in my house.
Okay.
They are the worst.
Wow,
They're
my-
awful.
They
They're
are-
a
My pillows
joke.
are.
They what?
My
Pillows.
They
It's
stink.
imagine if you took a pillowcase and you filled it with like packing peanuts from a box. That's what
That
it
sounds
feels
horrible.
like.
One of the
Horrible.
thinnest pillows. I bought it for my
Awful.
grandfather because
It's
he
so
joked about like wanting one.
That's why.
And I was like, oh, this is kind of a funny gift. Not a funny gag gift, not that cheap. Bought it. I was like, maybe he'll use it when he's here for Christmas. And we took it out of the box. It was embarrassing.
Yeah, it's real
It's
bad.
like a wafer.
but
Fuck
it's
you, Bob. Or not Bob.
No,
That's
Mike.
My Pillow.
Mike
Fuck you,
Pillow.
Mike My Pillow, man.
Whatever, Mike Pillows.
You're gonna get the
Yeah.
conservatives coming at you now.
Okay, I'm literally.
Oh yeah, he's like in the cabinet. Like he's
Oh,
might
my
be the
original
next
nib
president.
doesn't like the My Pillow. Yeah.
Lib stool out here. All right, we'll do some ATI.
Hang on a second.
What's he worth?
John is deep down a hole.
I
Ooh,
mean-
Bob's Worth? I like
What's
Bob
his name?
before
Bob
he did the claymation. I don't know,
Bob's
just Bob's
Discount.
Discount Furniture. Yeah,
I
Bob.
like the
Mr.
claymation. The
Discount.
claymation's nice.
Oh, I love it.
No, when it was real, I like
You
live
are
action
never
Bob.
going to guess what Bob from Bob's Discount Furniture is worth.
I mean, that makes me feel like he's
250,
pushing $1
250.
billion or something.
No, you're wrong.
Oh, it's the
You're
opposite.
way wrong.
Is it like $2 million?
No, you're way
It's
wrong.
more than $1 billion.
Whoa,
You're
wait,
way
wait.
wrong the other way.
What is it?
It's $26 billion.
No, it's not. No, it's
No,
not.
I don't believe you. That's the wrong Bob.
No.
That's the wrong Bob.
26. That's what
No.
Bob
Zuckerberg.
Kaufman.
No.
I refuse it.
No. There's not a fucking chance.
That's got to be a Bob's who like
quarter of a
invented Apple or
trillionaire.
something. It's like
Is that
Steve
Jeff?
Jobs.
It
partner.
says Bob, like it's
No.
Oh yeah, it
It's not.
$26 billion.
What did he invent the chair?
That's like 26
You know what I love, by the way? It says like, presumably, like we might be 50 million. We're not even sure.
That is one of the most astounding facts. I assumed he was rich. I was gonna give him like 100 million. Wouldn't have shocked me. $26 billion
Holy.
wants me to fucking. I don't even know what I want to do. I'm flabbergasted.
Yeah, I mean, revenue
looking at
store
the
made
RPMs
$2 billion.
on the city, I'm-
I almost said, is he
guy
worth
is
more than
7,000.
Dave?
Which is like Jerry Jones.
He's worth. I don't know the math. 260
That can't
times
be
more
true.
than
You can't make that much money on
2,600 times more.
I just don't get it. Does he have the patent on like the couch?
What do you think his
Dude,
house
they
looks
make
like?
$1 billion a year.
Do they?
Every year, just $1 billion coming in.
Because of the free candy. and then the one store in like New Haven, Connecticut that has a mini golf course in the middle.
Well, the one in Yonkers that I've gone to has a fucking Playboy grotto. You walk in and there's a
the most
waterfall.
disgusting thing.
Yeah,
It's like
some of them are crazy. Yeah,
I almost wanted to jump in, to be honest. It'd be like the kids are throwing pennies in and shit. I was like, oh, get some hose here, pop some fucking champagne, and jump in the grotto and buy me a fucking futon for $600. I mean, honestly, well, when you think about it, okay, who's the competition? If you are like a young person who doesn't have a lot of money, you have an apartment, and you need to get some furniture, who do you go to?
We're going to Bob's. We're not going to Raymore and
Raymore and
Flanagan's.
Flanagan, like,
they got,
fucking
they're
that's
too
it.
expensive.
You go to Caddies.
They don't have
I don't
discount
even
in
know
their
that.
name.
There was one in New England, the Pilgrim Furniture. They built like a Ferris wheel in one, and they were trying to compete with Bob. You
Can't do
compete
it.
with Bob.
Bob,
You got 26 billion.
what's
You
so
never been to
funny-
Bob?
Imagine that.
What's so funny is that I think of Bob, like the claymation, and he's got his wife, and he's like, come on down to Bob's, and I bet you he is ruthless. I mean, you don't get to 26 billion without killing some people. Bob, how many bodies has Bob gotten rid
They
of?
can't be worth 26.
I mean,
I
can't-
don't think Bob Kraft is worth $26 billion.
I don't-
Bob
No
from
way.
Bob's Furniture is?
I don't
He's
think
one of the richest men in the country.
Again,
in the world. He's one of the
To ever
live. That's gotta be.
I grew up with him sitting on the couch. Come on down, like that guy's
Yeah.
worth 26 billion. Again, though, he did expand to the West Coast. That's a big for a
Ah,
furniture
that's-
guy.
Oh yeah, so he probably went from like a couple
Yeah,
million,
but like-
26 billion because he went to California.
Yeah, but like guy who's like controlling on both ends.
That's
like,
Robert
I
California
believe that he
right
makes
there.
a shitload of money.
Barstool should start a furniture.
If you would have said $1 billion, I'd have been like, whoa. When I believe that.
Bob from Bob's Furniture
26.
fucking planted that Wayfair conspiracy theory because that dude's selling kids.
Right. Yeah, Bob. I mean,
That is stunning.
there's got to be some shady shit going on there, some mattress firm type shit where it's like we're actually running drugs.
Oh.
We're trading humans.
$6 billion.
You
With
know,
a B.
I saw that
B,
stat.
That's
yo,
like, I think that's what Elon, like, what does Elon Musk have? Like 20 billion?
I don't even know if he's that high. I thought he was like low billions. Is he up into
Is
the
he a
double
top
digits?
10 richest person in the country?
No.
I'm looking at
I think
it.
so.
No. It'll break your soul. There's a
No,
lot
but it's gotta be close.
Well, I
It's
saw
always
a
close,
stat
yeah.
yesterday.
It won't break my soul because they're all titans of industry.
Elon Musk
Bob
is so
sells cheap couches.
Listen, he has cornered the entire market on furniture.
That's
Furniture is
like
pretty
saying-
important.
Wasn't
Elon
Dave,
Musk have 80
if
billion?
you know, he
I
didn't
think
do
it's just,
Barstool,
like,
you're going to sell
during
furniture to college
Yes,
students?
it works.
Good idea.
Dave, you picked wrong. You chose poorly, Dave.
Is
You
he,
should've sold fucking
is
couches.
he the richest person in the world, though, without a Wikipedia page? His personal...
I couldn't find what you guys were looking
His name doesn't have a Wikipedia page.
Well,
He's the richest person on a Wikipedia
See, that's
page.
like some Epstein shit where they're like, we don't know how he makes his money. Like, they don't know anything about Bob. He's got to be into some shady things, man.
I didn't even really know anything about Bob at all until we started talking about him on this
What's
show.
his last name?
I think
Does
it's pretty
anyone know?
Kaufman.
He's not on the Forbes list,
Yeah, that's what I was just looking
but
at.
he would be around the 28 range for richest people in the world.
I saw a
great.
stat
That, I don't believe it.
I think we're like
That
uncovering
might
something
be
we
like,
might not want to uncover.
Yeah, Bob's gonna come fucking swing through those windows with a swat.
I'm getting really nervous
There's actually a
about
red dot on my chest.
this. Is not something. It's like mattress firm. You're not supposed to talk about it.
By the way, I'm gonna buy my mattress at Mattress Firm. Is that bad?
Yeah, you're
Why?
doing
No.
like.
What is
Well, I'm
mattress?
just helping them launder money. I don't care.
It's the drug game. Who cares?
It's literally like 2 doors down from my apartment.
Yeah,
it's
as
just
long
the
as you get a
easiest
nice-
place.
Convenience is king.
Yeah.
What I do want you to do is go in there and negotiate and be like, I know that this is just like packing heroin, so I'm going to give you half price.
If I
The-
get some
the
mattress-
tweet I
He's
saw-
gonna get a young
The
child.
tweet I
with
saw
him.
yesterday said if Jeff Bezos gave everyone in America $100,000, he would be back to where he was pre-corona. That's how much money he's made. And I'm not one of those.
Wait, hang on. Say it again,
If
sorry.
Jeff Bezos gave $100,000 to every person in America, he would just be set back in net worth to where he was before coronavirus.
Like 4 months ago.
Yes, correct. That's how much money he's made. So, and I'm
Cut
not
a
one of these
check,
people.
Bezos.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not one of these people. Like, I understand the problem with like equality and financial disparity, all that shit. I think he should just do that. Like that was the first time I was like, well, then you should cut me a check for $100,000. Because, by the way, you would be a god. I mean, he would. You forget about the election. He would be king of America.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Imagine if everyone in New York, all of a sudden,
Had $100,000.
Wait, is that even
Honestly,
unbelievable.
that would be the smartest idea too, because you know how like people, like rich people, were accused of like, it's like population thinning and whatnot was what the coronavirus was.
Yes.
Where it was like rich people like put this fucking into the air to take the population down.
I love it so much.
$100,000 to everybody,
We're
a
making
great
babies.
way to thin the population. Because
deaths.
you're gonna kill yourself.
Yeah.
Oh man.
If you give
Like,
some of
I
these
thought the
people
opposite.
$100,000, I mean,
I
it's
thought people
going
just
right
got
up their
fucking-
fucking
there
nose,
are
right in their
so
veins.
many people who would just like be like, I'm just gonna
Wait.
I'm just gonna die.
I'd buy a $100,000 bottle
I
of champagne.
had to check that because there was no
Don't
way.
pop a. Don't
No,
pop,
I had to. That's like
How wrong is
32
it?
trillion. That's trillions. It's
Oh.
Amazon employees. He'd give $100,000.
Oh,
I was like,
no. Well, wait. The tweet,
that, because that
I
wait.
saw, I promise you.
I
said
freaked
everyone in
out for a
America.
second. Then I was like,
Okay.
is he the first trillionaire and I missed that?
Got a lot of
Well,
money.
he's on his way.
He
though.
will.
He's on his
It's,
way, though.
it's Amazon
Okay.
employees. That's
Well,
still,
all right,
it's,
that definitely
it's
makes more sense,
876,000 Amazon
The tweet
employees.
that I saw definitely said
Kevin, I'm with
and I was
you.
like,
'Cause that was like, I was like,
Alright,
wait.
so then fine. Then it means he can do like
That would be
yeah,
that'd be
several-
$32
Oh, no.
trillion
Yeah.
he'd give out to all the country. I was
Honestly,
like, holy shit.
Give him a couple more years, he could do that. For
He-
sure.
I mean, he
At
will
the
be,
rate
yeah.
he's increasing, it's fucking insanity.
200 billion, first guy ever.
I mean, that's nuts. That's so fucking.
I think
insane.
he made $40 billion from during the pandemic.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like whatever.
He bought-
Kill
so
it.
he bought
That's
a.
where I really don't think if you're a billionaire and you earn it and you create the most the most powerful company ever, then you should get all the money in the world. But then you start to get a little silly.
His company.
Then
is
it gets a
growing-
little bit
His
much.
company is growing so fast that they're holding a virtual job fair because they have 33,000 positions to fill and they can't fill them fast.
Well, 800,000 employees.
In case I want to work for Amazon, in case he just decides to do that. Just give me an internship in case he decides here's $100,000. I mean,
Fucking room for
by the way, I
800,000
thought you were gonna
employees?
pop a hole in the Bob.
Me
thing.
too.
No,
That is-
no, I mean,
yeah,
no. That I'm
everybody out
choosing.
there.
I'm choosing to not believe that.
I'm
Like,
choosing
I
to
don't
believe
believe
that.
Believe in something.
Yeah.
I want to. I
I hate
like.
Bob so
There's
much.
no way.
I mean, he
stores
sold
are
the
there?
Bain Capital. Like, Bain probably gave him a nice fucking chunk of equity and fucking cash.
No, I will. Net worth. We do know. Net worth on Google sometimes
I
misleading.
mean, Jared Trump's worth $79
But
million.
even it's no, I believe he's worth a lot, but that blows my mind. No, the Amazon thing. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, you're right. But
That's
you know
a
what's
lot-
funny?
that's a
I
lot
mean,
of money.
Kudos to you for being smart enough to just do a quick little bit of math.
No,
and make
because
that
there
stuff
wasn't
up.
that went
But
viral.
That's one of those things where like
Oh,
you can
the
start
$1
throwing
million
any numbers.
dollars.
You
Someone did the $1 million
Yeah.
thing with him like not that long ago.
Remember
like,
that one went viral?
basically give $1 million to everyone in the world, and he'll
like,
still have. I was
no.
like, well,
It was
that's
on like
just not.
CNN or something.
Yeah, that one I think I actually do remember being like, this is the stupidest thing I ever saw.
Yeah.
But I did fall for the $100,000 thing because that's like
It seemed-
when
it-
you start reaching those billions
you know
and
what's
trillions,
sick?
it's like I can't. My brain shuts
I
off.
was watching
Dude, I
Austin
fucking-
Powers, and Dr. Evil asked for $100 billion, and they laugh at him, and they say that's not a real amount of money.
Yeah, that's just
Bezos has $200 billion.
I mean, he's next level. He's
Good
for him, though.
It took me
Oh,
1
yeah.
minute
That was tough.
to do 23 math problems. You could throw any number at me
You would
and
do
say
it.
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to sound like an idiot to question it.
yeah, right. You're just like,
like,
oh yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, sure. Of course.
I was very upset. I'm not gonna count a boy Tommy coming in the next day because, like, of course Tommy can do that Rain Man shit. He also probably like stayed up all night studying, like doing the problems. But White Sox Dave beating me, I gotta be honest.
He's like a teacher, though, right?
White Sox Dave
Excuse me?
is a teacher?
Now that's what I believe in because I've now said that 3 or
He
4
works
times.
at a baseball umpire academy.
He was a teacher.
No.
for like
No.
He was
academics.
he would wake up early for a job that I thought was teaching. 'Cause
No,
I'm in here.
it was the umpire
typically,
academy.
he's like, oh, I love that you're in here. I'm an early guy like you. I was like, yeah, and he told me about his job, and then I probably stopped listening, which I like Dave, so I apologize to that. But I thought he said something about teaching.
I blame you.
Why?
Because you were fucking with me.
Yeah, I did do that.
And that probably cost me about a second and a half or whatever.
I would guess you left by 3 seconds though, because honestly, I did check it because I would have felt bad, because I do think that probably cost you.
I blame
seconds,
the pencil.
I think you were
remember the
37
pencil
something, he
a
was
long
34
time.
something. I didn't fuck up that bad.
Pen.
I do like that you checked that.
I was worried about the pencil breaking with too much
Oh,
pressure.
fuck
so-
off, Jeff. I was worried about the pencil
Actually,
breaking.
so I wouldn't have got any wrong, but I couldn't have done it in 30 seconds. I gave up after 4 or 5. I was like, I'm not going to meet the time. This is playing.
You just gave up?
Yeah, because I like.
I
would have gone all.
You missed one, right?
I got too cocky. I just
Well,
went
yeah,
all over the
you were
place.
going nuts.
Yeah, I
That's a
just-
sign of a
yeah.
maniac. Like he didn't
That's
go roll
what
by
I
roll.
would
He
have
was
done if
just
I
like,
knew I only had a minute.
No, I couldn't have done it.
Because I
when
would
you
have
were like,
bounced
what do you mean we're done here?
right away. I'd have hit all the zeros.
So that's funny because that means that you were just convinced it was about who could get them all right.
Yeah.
As if the challenge isn't going to be, well, everyone's going to get these right. How fast? When Marty goes, some people filled all of them in? What? And then I didn't realize, apparently Brandon Walker's real name is Thomas.
What?
Yeah. So, but so that makes more sense, but I didn't know that. So I'm watching the video and he writes down Thomas and he goes, why did I do that? And I was like, it'd be like if you wrote down Thomas. Like, what, you don't know your own fucking name? That makes a little more sense. But Marty saying somebody filled in all of them? It's incredible. Did you do it?
No, I wasn't here.
How do you think you would do on that? 40, like I think it's third grade level multiplication.
I think I would do pretty good, but I'm horrible once you start involving like letters. Like when you
Oh,
do
there's
algebra,
no-
like I'm
No, it
legitimately
was basic
as
single
bad as
digit
somebody
math.
in
The
the
hardest
world.
one was 8 times 6.
I think I do pretty good.
What's 8 times 6?
40.
Oh, you're
It's the
fine.
hardest one.
You're right.
8 times 6 was the hardest one.
8 times
42.
6 fucks me.
I
up.
didn't even get it.
Tommy did it in cert 29 seconds.
48.
It's 48.
42. I think it's 42.
42.
My strategy for that is always the ones I can do quick is
Who's to
numbers
say?
multiply by themselves and then just try to subtract that number. But then so that's why I would have been 100%, but I would have not been 30.
You know what's
If it was only
That
0
was
to 5, I would
impressive.
have done well.
Yeah.
After that,
You're done.
lost.
You know, it's a good trick. The nine times table. The numbers add
Oh,
up to 9.
fuck
54.
that. That's not a
Yeah,
good. That's like
that
a
one. I don't know that one,
algebra.
but all the numbers do add up to 9. The digits and all the
Oh
answers add
yeah,
up to
like
9.
8 and 1.
Yeah.
9
Yeah.
times 9.
Well, like
63,
we were talking
67,
about,
2.
I just had most of them I wasn't doing the math. Like we had done them.
Memorization. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
This
like.
is the only idiot who was sitting there going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
I feel like
40.
it was just drilled into my head. And
Absolutely.
Like,
It's
whatever
just
brain.
memorization.
It's like the Nick Miller quote. Like, I don't know if I know how to read. I just
That's
memorized
exactly
a
what
bunch
we
of
said.
words.
Dude, Jake Johnson said that in real life.
To you?
Yes, he was like, people asked me like, am I like him in real life? And the one thing that is similar is that I think I just memorized words and I don't know how to read.
He said he was reading to his daughter, and he got to armadillo, and he pronounced it armadicapillo. And his wife was like, "Where did you get all of those letters?"
So fucking good.
He's like, "I just don't know how to fucking enunciate words." And like armadillo is the most phonetically sounding word.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
It's
arm,
all of the
dill.
dill.
It's
Oh, yeah.
so easy.
Yeah.
Armadicapillo. She's
It's a
like,
stroke.
So we buying a Sibian or what?
You can, and they're. I couldn't
You know
find
what I
price
think the
on
answer to that question is, by the way? I think technology's just increased good enough that you don't need to buy a whole fucking piece of furniture. It just like fits
They're
in
just
the palm
like,
of your
yes.
hand now.
Imagine
It's like I might
that.
have one in me right now. You don't even know, John. I might just be walking around with a Sibian in my
You
hand.
show up to my apartment and I just have 8 Sibians.
I mean, could you imagine? It's like,
That'd
come
be
on,
like a
come on,
really
sit
funny
down. You
prank.
pop the thing off. It's like, now you can just sit on it. There you go.
Now this one's for guys.
There's a big home run. Orioles
This
up.
is a replay.
Celtics at
No,
9
it's
tonight.
not.
Doubleheader.
Oh shit, it is.
Doubleheader. We should have. Oh, look at Massa with the MIP. That just looks funny. All right, so let's wrap it up here. Everyone gonna go home and chill out for the night. Maybe eat some CBD gummies from cbdMD. Maybe do a little menthol roll-on. Maybe just you know what? Maybe just take this home in the lotion and have a little fun with that with your Sibian. So CBDMD, like I said, it helps you with your anxiety, your restlessness, your chronic pain. You can roll it on your body if you have any pain issues. Mentally, it will relax you. And you don't have to worry about failing a drug test. You don't have to worry about THC, anything illegal, getting high, paranoid, sluggish. None of that, all the good, none of the bad. Go to cbdMD.com, promo code PINTS, as in Friday Night Pints. Get 25% off, which is a monster discount. So shout out to them for helping people. At cbdMD, promo code PINTS for 25% off. Thank you to all you guys for coming on. Shout out to the Undergang. Penn, Jay, I will look forward to our meeting discussing the over-under bar idea because it clearly was an instant hit.
Yeah.
Imagine that now at a full bar with bartenders and girls and bets and props. Amazing. So shout out to us for that idea.
Yep.
See you guys next week on Friday Night Pints.
Oh.